Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. It's been a little bit. It's been a very busy week for me, even if I haven't been releasing videos. But I was very surprised to see that the TNO developers have released an update, and I'm excited to play it. Part of me is like, oh, is this going to be good content if we're going to be doing it the way I usually play TNO, where we read the events? But I think that a good way to test the quality of something is to actually sit through and chew on it instead of just playing it to the end and being like, oh, the ending wasn't good. Like, could you imagine if you did that for like watching a movie? You just sped up until the very end. It doesn't make any sense to me. Hi, Crinkle Smith. That's a very interesting name. Good night from Brazil. Good night, Lord Dead. Ugh. I don't like the sound of that nickname. But let's get into this. Can you get achievements from mods? Okay. We're not an Iron Man, though. There are spoilers in this menu. I better not click that. Hey, Term. How's it going? What are these noises? I know that this is like somebody talking, but I don't. Okay, interesting. Click an inch to the left. Oh, lore. Okay, so Spanish coastal seems so mid. Yeah, you mean this? Yeah, I would have liked to see that. Do we not have any TNO? It's okay. There. Hold on. Can I unselect all stations? There we go. Let's start with the title theme first. So yeah, it's just like the Iberian Union before. Is Spain neutral, but without Spain seizing Gibraltar from the clutches of the dying British Empire? I thought there was Gibraltar content. Or are they just making fun of the fact that there's no more Gibraltar Dam? Well, whatever it is. Except that chained Europe, so he try his hand in Africa. They were immediately struck down. I don't know if that's going to be true lore when they integrate de Breulevue, but it's interesting. That's the thing. Okay, here's a little thing about, I want to get attached to these things and I want to understand the world, but from what I hear about people, like there's been two different American reworks. Like there was Vote Pig, and then there's Yippee. So now Yippee is the latest American rework. What happened to the old one? And like, why even specify? Like, you know what I mean? And then we know de Breulevue is going to change this. French Madagascar. Okay, well, Okay, well that's a thing. And then like, what's happening in Asia? Do they? What is this? Okay. Oh, there goes the lore. Did you know how to get the lore back? It's like my entire thing. Ledger. Oh god. Okay. Okay, we have to. This is gorgeous. I'm pretty sure it did not look this good before. Either that, or I just didn't update this in the past. Introduction. Okay. Yeah, so I think I'm familiar with the way the economy works. Army and war. Yeah, you're in Cold War. You might need to reload it. Honestly, I think I'm going to. Just because, oh, you know, unload a game. Lore dad with no lore. Yeah, could you imagine? I'm just gonna quickly go here. Going to accomplish something. And I'm going to read this properly. 6 a.m. Well, there you go. Well, hopefully you still get some good sleep. What is the Spanish border different? Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay, so they united. They took it. They took Mozambique. Fearing that they would turn against them, means to establish mutual sovereignty, the two nations bound together to become the Iberian. So, coalition formed by Prime Minister Salazar and Cordillo Franco began to solidify itself. Conflicts began to creep into the new Iberian regime. Institutions manifested and then settled. Interests and costs merged, though it took the rigorous work of the young state to define itself over the decade, undertaking an economic transition from autarky to dirigism in search of greater prosperity. Declining substantial ties to both America and the Reich, the Iberian Union sought to eke out its own place in the world stage. All would have appeared well in the halls of Iberian power if not for the Golpe de Albufera, led by Humberto Delgado. Conspirators aimed to break apart the Iberian Union and return Portugal to her independence by any means necessary. Once discovered, it achieved very little more than securing the power of the conservatives with a range of repressions, fomenting lingering distrust between the Portuguese and Spanish factions of the Union. Okay. When was the last time you played TNO? The stuff in Madagascar and Siberia have been a bit the same for now. Honestly, I think I stopped playing by the time they removed Atlantropa. I remember being tempted to play the Guangdong content, but I never did. So hopefully that's a good landmark. But they dissolved the West Indies Federation. That's all right, I guess. I kind of liked it, but I also understand it's not that important. The State of the Union. Despite the youth of the new nation, the issues that plagued its two parent nations lingered, their shadows stretching out across the Union. As the 1950s progressed, it found its economic policies failing to meet expectations, a slow malaise setting in despite all of efforts to combat it. The dominant conservatives struggled to find an answer, each measure disappointing. Power coalesced into factions, vying to influence the nation's revitalization efforts, seeking the ears of the meticulous Salazar or the watchful Franco. But the Caudillos age. Each month passes with a new notice of their frailty amongst the Iberian Council. With no succession plans and a divided political apparatus, only two unifying beliefs hold universally in the halls of power. Commitment to the Caudillos and commitment to moving past them. All recognize that Iberia stands upon a flashpoint. Its very soul stands to be soul. Hey, look at that. Oh, there was a question mark on the top right I missed. Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry about that. Iran is in the Einheit Pact. Well, honestly, it kind of makes sense. Like, it's kind of surprising that they weren't before when they were like in German influence, right? They did not implement the African content yet. It's still the South African war, but they're not expanding on it. Oh, this is so Bolshevismo, Injustica Social. That's so cool. Like the way they photoshopped this, or they made it. If they made it, that's even more impressive. Its very soul stands to be settled into the Union, stands to likely outlive its founders, or so are the beliefs in Lisbon and Madrid. The Empire creaks a buckling the rising sea of rebellion and foreign intrusion. The Union maintains a vigil on its territories, desperate to maintain its colonial legacies from Guinea-Bissau to Equatorial Guinea. Okay. It sounded familiar to another song I like. Many of the Union's sub-Saharan territories find themselves in a desperate cycle of reliance on greater military presence as voracious resource extraction and settler incentives continue. Morocco is the jewel of the crown, the colonial prize of the end of the Second World War, but the jewel is losing its shine. Hassan II's patience is not infinite, and the Kingdom of Protectorate status remains in frequent clashes between him and Madrid. For now, he regulates nationalists in Moroccan politics, but they organize ever more boldly. Iberia weighs its options, aware of the untenable status quo, but ever knowing that should the king lose his loyalty or his control, the dogs of war may overtake Iberia's latest African conquest. While cultivating, so like, I feel bad doing the lore only, but like I'm the lore dad, and my critiques, my critiques of TNO was never about the gameplay. It was always been about like, why did you need to change the lore? And this is why we're here. The Yippee, I don't even know what Yippee is, and frankly, like, it is not going to come out. I really doubt that. How do I put this? It's not that the TNO developers wouldn't be able to release something. I think that would be ridiculous to say when I'm literally sitting in front of what they made. But mods are so hard to make, and when you have such a large team like TNO, and the bureaucratic, political undertones and all those shenanigans that come with it, yeah, like, it'll take a long time for anything to come out. People complain about Kaiserreich not releasing the French update. They released some teasers, but they're only events. You know what I mean? Like, even that is a substantial reveal from Kaiserreich's standpoint. It's going to take a long time for them to make stuff, right? Real quick, I can just so that Lord Dad video looks inside lore. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should be a little more accepting of my title. So that's what Russia looks like. What is that though? Still have a Mur, Magadan, Kamachka, Buryatia. These guys had content and they removed the content. That used to be all a bunch of little warlords. The triumvirate still exists, but it won't for long. Let's see, that lore is still there. That's good. I haven't even covered the Iberian. Here it is. Okay. While cultivating Mediterranean ties has been an objective of Iberia for the last decade, their true attention has been lain to the west and the south. Across Latin America, Iberian diplomats enjoy increasingly close relationships, much to the chagrin of Mexico City. Particular effort has been put into the relations with the Dominican Republic and factions within Colombia, to whom Iberia has taken pains to appear as a confident supporter and friend. The notion of a Hispanic power bloc is tantalizing minds in Madrid. The fact that they even mentioned that at all makes me want to pursue that. You see some sort of Lord Dad? Lord Dad more yeah, because well, like, are you gonna read? Like, I know how this works. People don't just watch streams, they listen to them. So, if you want to listen to the stream, it's like I'm reading you a book. It's like your bedtime story. Or for Finnish Jaeger, it's his wake-up time story. He is why remove content and leave nothing for the warlords? Either replace or maintain. Yeah, like, I don't know. Like, there could be reasons why they removed content like performance, and then, like, does this nation really need to cause a lot of problems for the rest of the world? Like, what happened with Brittany is they had a black market mechanic, and that was cool, but then it lagged the entire game. It's like, okay, is Brittany content really worth lagging the entire game for every other nation? I can understand arguments like that. But when it's like, we're removing it because we're going to be reworking it soon, it's like, okay, no. Like, that's why I'd be upset if they had DV and they map, but they didn't have any of the DV content. But they still have this stuff. So now you get to have the little toy soldiers moving on the map and microing them and looking really pretty. So that's good. I'm watching this while lying in bed. Yeah, there you go. So it is your bedtime story. His Seinberg. What the heck? For performance, proceeds to add every single Caribbean island. Well, I mean, you say that, but then the Iberian, oh, I know you mean like they literally added, no, it's because of the tags, right? Tags make more lag, and they made more tags, but tags is like not even tags that exist at the game start. I'm pretty sure even every tag that you have that exists causes the game to lag a little bit more. It doesn't even matter if it has stuff. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Excuse me, I'm a little sick, but I'm okay. I have a deeper, raspier voice, which is, I don't know, I prefer it. It makes me sound more manly. So Hispanic power block, yeah, I was geeking out about that. In South America, the Union enjoys a neutral position in its ongoing tensions between Brazil and Argentina, enjoying the friendship of both. In Africa, Iberian diplomats, missionaries, and expeditions continue continent-wide, praising the Iberian civilizing missions. Missionaries, Okay, so they're saying that converting people to Catholicism is civilizing. Okay, interesting. I do not agree with that at all. And affirming its commitments to both the European empires and the colonialists they oversee. Legitimacy is the nectar Iberia craves within the dark continent to keep its rightful territories as the darkness creeps closer. Okay, so that's everything. So mod info. We know about this, though. I don't think we need to have this detailed to us. They have a Twitter. Oh, they're dead naming Twitter. That's crazy. Can you imagine that? 0N. Jason Sozin. Oh, okay. So it's just in order to okay. Yeah, rest in peace, these guys. Yeah, okay. Interesting. Adelante. Destiny lies ahead. I don't need this. Okay. It's been 17 minutes, and now we're not even unpaused. We're looking at everything else. What you can manage, collect to manage foreign okay. No current involvement. Circuit. What is this? Okay, this is insane. Look at this. That's amazing. Global conflicts info. Displays your nation's ongoing diplomatic entanglements, proxy wars, diplomatic crises, and others. Each individual conflict will be a percentage. Blah blah blah. Shall we play a game? I understand that reference. Okay. I read this one already. The regime and its families. Yeah. Outdated military ideas. Iberian military is an ancient beast. Okay. Served long before the Second World War. Yeah, that makes sense. Say the Union's stable. Stability is... So, you... Okay, this is another pet peeve of mine. So, you have a stability metric unique to the tag when there's a stability metric here. Oh, okay. It makes sense in this case because you have the stability that you get impacted by your economy, and then you have the stability of the way that the Union works. I guess that makes sense. But, yeah. Iberian... I just seen so many... In my time designing mods, I've seen so many people redesign mechanics that already exist. They, like, spend so much time coding it in. It's like a painstaking effort. It's like a miracle. Oh my god, I coded in the world tension system. Again. It's like, why did he have to do that? I don't know. So it's been seen. Okay, so it's just like a flavor text depending on the percentage. All right. The present state, the Iberian economy. The localizers change which way they have the, and then also, isn't it green on the left side and yellow on the right? Because of the flag. Doesn't matter. It's like the biggest nitpick ever. Okay, present state of the Iberian economy is stagnation. Okay, so I'm guessing that focus is going to change that. Plus ultra. Any My Hero Academia fans? I'm a big fan of My Hero Academia. Middle East, see what they changed. Did they just... Yes, they just updated. They added Iberian content. So here we have Sultano di Mascati e Oman, the Stati della Tregua, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Kingdom of Egypt. Okay, this is okay. This is another thing that really. Okay, I got confused for a second. This is something that really frustrates me, and it's not necessarily a TNO thing. This is like a Hoi 4 modding thing, where they have the names of the state, but it's in their native language. But then you have things like here that are in English. French state. Why isn't this État de France or whatever? Or like Republic of EIRE, right? And then here, general government. Is that the German spelling? It might be. Ostland, Ukraine, Moscowian, Caucasian. That all makes sense. Ooh, what is this? VI Inspectorate General. Operation Arp Aslan. Means for the Seljuk Sultan who broke Anatolia with the Turkish people. Similar intention those his namesake, condemned by his opposition at home. The UDP and the DYP is simple. A success will mean that the completion of an effort to eliminate all terrorist activity. Complete the Turkification of the region. Oh. Uh-oh. Womp womp. That's not good. Governato del Palestine. Emirate Transfer. So look, so like Governanto del Palestina, Emirate of Transjordan. Like, what's the difference here? Is it like puppet, a heavily associated state compared to a colonial government? Okay, that explains it. So if it's a heavily associated state, it doesn't have a name that is dictated by the language of the conqueror. Okay, so this means that this is a reliant state. Okay, this is a reliant state, but why is it Regno del Tunisia? Why is this the Kingdom of Yemen? Like, again, these are nitpicks. I just want to understand their thought process here, as well as talk about my problem with Talons and Twilight. We had a debate about what the name of Germany should be. So right now it's German Republic, which is like good because it indicates the name, the difference of what is different in our history. It's a republic. But so was Nazi Germany. Republic just means there's no king. So what is republic entailing? Okay, it's democratic. Okay, so then how do we display that? It's a democratic Republic of Germany? Okay, but now it sounds like a communist thing. Okay, so back up. So what do we do instead? Do we just call it by its actual state's name? Well, if you did that, it would be the German Reich. Oh, yeah, because it was literally the name of the Weimar Republic. The Weimar Republic's state name was German Reich, because it's Reich is just a name for a state. So then what do you do? Right? It's like whatever sounds cooler. Okay, there's that argument, but then I don't know, because then it's like, does État Français sound better than French state? I mean, I kind of want, like, maybe, there's so many things you can do, but it just opens up a huge bag of worms. I don't know if I really want to get into. But, yeah, I don't know. I think they even, did they do this? There was a button, I remember. I don't know if they removed the button. Haha, TNO removes content joke. But, what is this? Oh, look at that. Oh, that's so cute. They did the little icons. There was a thing, I can't remember what it was. There's a button that changed the way that the language is displayed, but maybe they changed that because it caused too much look. Okay. It's kind of my favorite meme that French people hate when people pronounce their language incorrectly. It's actually really funny to me that it's a thing. But yeah, there it is. And thank you, Aussie Spec. Here it is. Endonym exonym toggle. Okay. Oh, that's just for the names. Okay, wait, what the heck? So endonyms / native names. Berlin, Germania. Copenhagen, what? Or is it the next one? Germania, San Marino, Rome. What is this? Exonym, Copenhagen, Città di San Marino. Let's do that. This is cute. Yeah, the E thing. Thank you guys. I found it. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. This is a huge bag of worms, like trying to find the right name for things. But this is something I haven't really looked at, is South America. And here's a big thing I have to say about TNO. Like, I really... Oh, what the hell? Oh my god. Is this in Hoi 4? Not to this depth and granularity, right? All these little islands aren't here to that extent. It looks so pretty. Man. So anyway, as I was saying, I appreciate what they did here. The fact that they're adding content to South America and making South America a theater in the Cold War. That's great. That's good stuff. And I don't know what else to say. I'm just grateful that they did that. Okay. Oh, okay, let's look at this. January yet again. Another year passes, another January. Officials turn the civilian counterparts. Nothing ever changes. Nothing ever happens. We should begin drafting the budget for our colonial possessions. Decisions will be unlocked to invest in these regions. I'm Breton, so I have had TNOs multiplied up 500 times after they removed our country. Yeah, that sucks. I'm sorry. It must have been cool to have a little representation in alternate history and then have it removed. Like, or superseded by something else. I kind of had that when, okay, this is a big pet. I don't want to start drama with Culture Creed, for the love of God. But they had to pick a release day. And they picked July 4th, right? In a mod where Canada is a leader of a faction. And Canada Day is July 1st. Why did they make it July 4th? Okay, like, I don't know. Like, it's just little things like that where just like get superseded by another country. Oh, I just deleted my... Oh, no. Okay. I just like...
For the YouTuber, Nicantropa. English is a commonly...
Oh my god. Sorry. My entire browser just like died and I was using that to look at YouTube comments, and you heard the videos. I was watching one about Tectone and one about, this is a really interesting video that I don't understand. Just look at English conlang. July 4th mentioned, yeah. Your update one, yeah, okay. But the High Rock back to TNO. I don't even know what High Rock is. Is that what Breton is? But yeah. This is a really interesting song. I appreciate its effort. It's triggering me. I'm gonna put it over. Okay, Cadil Franco. Man, okay. I don't know if I can play by reading everything and then reading chat and then doing this. So I know I said that I wanted to make sure I read the lore, but I need to put it on a show here, right? What would you do if I had to make TNO 1980 timeline? What would you do? Make factions would remain. Hey, Lucas, how's it going? Breton? Okay, come on, man. Look, I am Canadian. I should have been put into bilingual schooling, but I was taken out because of a learning disability where I literally have significant problems with language. I had to like learn it in a different way using neuroplasticity, because I wasn't keeping up with my peers using the same part of my brain that others do. So I don't know, like it's kind of traumatizing. I wish, what I'm trying to say is I wish I could pronounce French better, because French is really cool. It's a part of Canada's history and it's influenced a lot of the world. You get to learn and read a lot more things. Yeah, right, 30 minutes and 0 things done. Is the update good or not? I haven't even played it yet. I've just been talking. But I mean, I don't know. Like, the viewership is good, so. Okay, so anyway, as I was saying, I need to get this show on the road here and actually do something. So, okay. Oh no, this is really cool lore though. Oh, okay. So it's like both of them reminiscing about their lives. Okay, we probably need political power, right? Or not? We haven't any decisions yet. What is this? Receive news from Asia. Oh. Yeah, I'll just keep it that way. They had to code that in, by the way. They even had to, like, make sure that... Wow, that's insane. We'll go with Salazar. Because we want the economy to do better. Ooh, that's a good sound effect. We need those more, don't we? Good work, thank you. It's Aerolog, crazy. What country's got an update? Iberian Union, and there's a bunch of I'm pretty sure they kept the Iberian Wars, so there's a bunch of different contents for that prison coverage. I really like building infrastructure. It's like one of the things I always really like to do. 10 levels of infrastructure. Good. Okay. Let's build Salamanca. And then let's build an administrative center there. Okay. Iberia has Russia level society somehow and worse economy. Huh. Yeah, so see, I know this somewhat. I get this. Civilian consumption allocation. Whatever production you consume so I can change it by interesting. They did keep the Iberian Wars, and there's 10 plus factions with content. That's cool. Go for Iberia. We just made a chain of Iberia. Iberia is best state. Okay, I'm gonna get going here. 24, nice round number. So the agreement ends with the Japanese and American fleets. Right. That was content where had to do with. Okay. So again, TNO is best when you read all of the events. Soon enough, Lisbon found it was quiet. Salazar never promoted, so he doesn't like the corruption. He's trying to get rid of it. Bandits of the Sahel. Military opinion of Salazar improves. Yeah, let's do that. We don't need control over the economy. We're not Bolsheviks. We're not flighty Americans or Japanese. So addicted to the profit motive. Yes, all businesses need labor to. Okay, yeah. So they're corporatist, and they're explaining why they're corporatist. Their ideology. Great. Good for them. I really like the production system. Why did we get so many? Like, surely we did. Like, where did all those come from? They're just like uncalculated puppets or something. Yeah, good for the Reich. Okay. Carrier variant. We have carriers. Now what are we missing? Close air support. That sucks. Like I love these events where like the German Civil War buildup happens, but they're removing it. So like, what's the point, man? I don't know. They gotta be able to modernize if they want to, but this is close air support, so why are they saying they don't have air support? It's because it's on jet? There, right. Okay. Last primacy of corporatism giving way to the private sector. Yeah. Corruption doesn't disappear in the system, it's just by its own. So capitalism bad. as expected. Well, it's not capitalism, it's corporatism, but the capitalists are happy that corporatism exists. From the Amazon with love, trade relations. Okay. Dust in the books. Salazar. Yeah, so we don't want to do that. We want to get things like this. We want, yeah, we want these rates to improve. Okay, so here's the really good thing about TNO. So I really want to make a video on how good the American one is. But look at this. Okay. So, oh no, did they remove it? Okay, no. Thank God. Okay, I thought they removed it for a second. That would have caused another gosh dang video. You don't even know. So if we go to tag USA for a second, just so that we can see this. Every aspect of a TNO focus tree is a tutorial for the way that the rest of the game works. Okay? So, Nixon's presidency, right? This is his second year of term. It's only been a couple days. These focuses were automatically completed beforehand. Why would they do this? The reason why is that it tutorializes the fact that you can get impeached if you take certain focuses. This get our hands dirty focus tree with all the localization, even though there's no effects because it already happened or whatever, all of this stuff, it's like, oh, one of these focuses that the AI, quote unquote, completed before the start of the game causes Nixon to get impeached. Great. Okay, so then when you go to play somebody like, who's the guy who has 2 different impeachment scares? Wallace? Whoever the right NPP guy is. It's like, oh, some of these focuses that are very controversial, obviously, might get me impeached. Then you have to handle that. That's so cool. And in the same way here, hold on. T-debug. So it's tutorializing things that it hasn't even entered our conscious yet. Our colonial expenditures are something we need to care about. Foreign leaders' opinions, silent majority, all these things. It's like a focus tree that is like filling time, but it's a lot more interesting. It's a lot more interesting than that. So yeah. Okay, so I kind of lost track of my thought there, but you see what I mean. All these focuses, they have impact. They set the stage. All these focuses are setting up narrative. The narrative is followed through with the things here. Like, it introduces all of the plot points. It introduces the characters, Salazar and Franco. It introduces what side they're on and what their responsibilities are in Iberia. Friendship flights, fighting void and hunger, dust in the books, Iberian atomic age. All this is an introduction to what then becomes the conflict. Iberia, let's look at this Algeria. Yeah, unless that is revealed later, it doesn't look like there's anything right now. So I kind of want to see if we can double down on the colonies, even though that's probably a really, really not good thing to do from a moral standpoint. Is Requiem adding Atlantropa back, or is that just a sub-mod of Requiem? Borman, nothing ever happens. ABC. Okay. Frankly, Antonio, you cannot possibly believe what you said. The union is not a failure. They, Franco realized with incredulity, were quite apart when it came to their own existences. He had ranted for almost 10 minutes, all while Salazar remained silent. Sometimes he was brushing off a loose speck of dust from his suit, while Franco dared not imagine his uniform could have been anything other than pristine. He had allowed himself to get carried away by the passion of his monologue. Staring up from his eyes while Salazar took it back. Okay. Balance of power may be observed in the national duet. So that was a really important event because it shows this. I think this is a carryover from the original. Alignment. The military is Franco. The bureaucrats are Salazar. The church is Franco. Okay, the silent majority, the regionalist bourgeois. Okay. The union is equal in both cases. Say that she empowers doesn't mean they're equally liked by the people. It's such an interesting concept, having like a diarchy as a nation. That's something that I wanted to do with my original version of Caesar Reich, but the Caesar Reich developers kind of scrapped that like immediately, and like all power to them, right? But it would have been really cool to have a Greco-Roman LARPer and a Italo-Roman LARPer, both wanting to be their own, having their own motivations. Pseudo-academic babbling as the Fuhrer, yeah. The Japanese, when God's grace of the home islands do not sink in the sea, they now fatten themselves on the riches of the east. You wouldn't call them the home islands. I thought it was only a Japanese thing. Okay. Rattling his fishing rod. He has time to fish? What is this? Okay, a duet, not a solo. Will fail with abort. Fasting 29 days. Both caudillas will increase their influence within the interest groups of the national diet. They'll prioritize winning back support groups aligned with the other caudillo. Okay, 60% chance that nothing happens. Okay, so this is cool. So it's like a little bit of a random number generator randomizer. Ear candy? Yeah, I mean, I was told I had a voice for radio, but then radio, like, doesn't exist anymore. But hey, I'm here. I have a decent microphone. And I have a decent amount of viewers. That's great. It's not about the viewers, though. It's about the content. The ASMR channel, another time. Yeah, when my sinuses are clogged up from allergies or whatever sickness. If this is a side effect of medicine, maybe I need to ignore the side effect for the content. I can become a political commentator now that my voice is really low, right? That's how it works. It's people just immediately go, yeah, your voice is deep and it sounds cool, so you're an authority now. Who could I be possibly talking about? Bandits is hell. Colonial Army is command developed their Italy center. Franco, yeah. So I mean, I don't know. Like for the role play, it makes sense to me that Franco would be wanting to keep his keep the colonies. I appreciate the Iberian music here. New state, old Cadillo. Interesting. So, in my own time, if I ever get my own time to myself, I will be reading every single event, and that's what I recommend you all do when you play TNO. Hold on. Except that the German Civil War has been removed, but I do wonder if that might still be a possibility under certain circumstances. Yeah, I'm sure there is. Where does state production units go? It's over here still. Like, where am I allocating them? Well, oh, you know where I was getting all those units from? It's from trade. And improving infrastructure will improve our resources that we have at our disposal, and therefore increase our trade. So that's great. So we got a desert fog. Oh, they're doing that thing where they limit the amount of divisions in that. Okay. The bandits of the Sahel. We need to take out the bandit gangs. They're going to need a lot more guns. Okay, so. Oh, probably should have waited for that infantry bonus. Slightly improve security, political control, effectiveness. It'll increase our overall colonial expenditures. New development projects. So I want to use my political power to develop things. Show special legislative development programs. Here. Peninsula projects. What's this? Infrastructure. Okay. Wow, look at that. Okay. Let's improve colonial infrastructure. Hold on. Need to wait a day for the Hyde Peninsula. Yeah, just colonial. Okay, so it literally raises our revenue by 0. They're finally adding gobbles. Okay, interesting. Loved your TNO short from a while. Short? I made a TNO short? Oh, yeah. For Requiem. I really like doing those. Improve the immigration process. Streamlining is pressed into our immigration. Okay, what about this? Host banquets as foreign delegates. I don't want other. Okay. Salazar. Okay. Franco goes to Morocco. Interesting. Salazar releases a book. 75 pp. Oh, Fidel Castro. Interesting. Excuse me. Yeah, they are. Okay. So we have political power now that we can start to put towards things. But we should probably find things that improve our... Okay, those special decisions are for opinions, I think. Legislative progress. There's no legislative projects. Okay. Generic decisions. Increase our liquid reserves. Let's do the overtime things. We gotta save our PP because you know how TNO is. They'll remove it from you and you have to scramble to figure it out again. Why did it was something that a French resistance member did, I think. But from a meta perspective, the way that what happened was that they kind of forgot like the good old writers of what? Is it because I can't set up a naval invasion in my own state? Or is it because suddenly this entire region was demilitarized? Okay, interesting. From a meta perspective, they were like thinking of like people who could become leader and they just forgot that Goebbels existed. So instead of trying to figure it out and like rework everything, they're like, okay, he's dead. Okay, Goebbels dead, no more problem. I wish that a lot more other developer teams did something like that. I love Iberia, interesting. But it was like a French resistance member doing something. National Institute of Colonization, Spain. Okay. Industrial Evolution arrived in Spain. Infant hunger for labor. Chartered for a frontier. Poverty will improve. Okay. I've been attracted population in this town looks smaller than the listed starving. Casual gypsy anti-gypsy stuff. Yeah, this is Iberia after all. Research ability. Let's do this. Fund the DST. We need to stabilize Morocco because you know it's TNO. They're gonna have a communist revolution there or something. 20 minutes realizing and planning bios and promotion. Played 4 hours. Oh, what game was in promotion? I have 120. Okay, so state GDP. Spend 20. Whatever. Just Guinea-Bissau is gonna be heaven. Or did we do Equatorial Guinea this time? Wherever it is, it'll be very prosperous. Is it physically impossible? What's physically impossible? New Turkey lore. I know the triumvirate is fated to collapse. Yeah, it's fated to collapse. Caribbean stability. We have Caribbean colonies? What? Okay, again, this is why you need to read things. Fortunately, Morocco. The Moroccan secret police. Okay. Oh, look, modern Guinea. Yeah, let's do it. Let's make Guinea as a colonial, a model colony. Let's do it. And Tremor is fated to collapse. Alright, hold on. Atlas chained. It's pretty stable. It's doubtful. Crucial. Morocco means stable under control. Strategic and wealth. This court, King Hassan, the royal court. At the time, the king and court are collaborating more or less willingly. But the deference is reduced. The fact that Morocco is not a colony but rather a protectorate leaves us reliant on the government. Okay, one of the reasons why the Moroccan court and government are showing signs of defiance is the emergence of an independence movement, which argues that the union's economic stagnation exerts unnecessary strain on the region, that the continued Iberian presence, described as mere exploitation, is contrary to the interests of the Moroccan people. This argument, despite its falsity, is gaining traction against Moroccan civilians. Okay. So now we need to, like, calm them down. This is a special decision? No, it's not. It's a colonial one. Refurbish the inner Moroccan network. Okay, expand the port of Ifni. Okay. Outside aid for Iberian unity. Oh yeah, because you can do foreign policy. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose. Far west? Okay, I'll look into that. Iberian content, yeah. Several groups and leaders. Oh wow, who could have thought? CIA involved in things. Crazy. Cool. Okay, so we're like improving our dominion over Morocco. Good. Oh yeah. This is one of my favorite events. I really like this one. They kept it. It's really good. Basically, what happens here is that they're trying to figure out a new national anthem for Iberia, and then they keep trying to like combine different things together, and then it just doesn't work. So it's like a chimera, which is like a little mini, it's a mini analogy. Connect the islands, Salazar, settlers of revenues. Yeah, we want to increase the colonial revenues. Dunes and Doom. Military professionalism. Yeah, let's do this stuff. Yeah, because of the way that I know TNO is, this is not a focus that we can complete. So we need to really care about this. Infrastructure is always fun. Settlers, natives. We want Salazar to be cool. Relatable. Slavery was begun by the Iberians, but it really ended. Yeah. Focus, I'll complete my beloved. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna cheat. Not much point in that. They like, they get mad at you for doing it too, you know? They yeah, so this is just the event chain that causes the triumvirate to fall apart. So the conference is taking like months. I don't know how realistic that is. Pinot Noir, Latin melting pot culture derived from the colonization settlement of Algeria, composed of a majority Gallo-Latin language, a smaller population of Ibero-Latin heritage, alongside a significant Algerian minority. Okay. I really like this song. Wait, oh, was that like a Atlantropa event that they forgot to remove? Oh my god. What is this? Schedule opens up. Castella, Malta Conference. Castella, such would be a waste of time for everybody to participate in the stage of the conference. Castella got from her seat, left his hotel room with a bright sunny day and a cool breeze. He'd rather not spend so much with the Coupe system. Seems like an excellent day to tour the Basilica of St. Peter. Isn't that here? Orchard Guinea. Yeah. Forced labor. Yikes. Or is Salazar reducing it? Reducing, where is it? Social policies. Sort of. Oh my good god. What is this? It's just like flavor things? That's crazy. Communist Revolution in Croatia. Interesting. I always like this content. Dooms and Doom. But Atomic Age. Research facilities. Research is always good to have, but then, I don't know. It seems like it's important to focus on Morocco. Yeah, it's Tito. What successor wins my most in my playthroughs of TNO? So I haven't really been able to play many games of Hoi 4. That's the thing. It's just like I don't have the time for it. I'm the lore dad, you know? Like I have a lot of passion for Hearts of Iron 4. I just can't really play it that much. Generally delete the armies of scoring hatred. Interesting. Failed the military coup in Guatemala. Yeah, so we're getting in the rhythm of things now. That's a big autosave though. Sorry you guys, I gotta keep blowing my nose here. What is this? Venezuela. Okay, so this is interesting. So there's a potential civil war. Bureaucratic reinforcements, that's really good. Let's do that. Hopefully we can get this. Ensure colonial empire establishment and maintaining a proper bureaucratic administration. Sadly, bureaucrats are lacking in regions, so we're going to send groups of civil servants. So Guinea is better, Fernando Po is better, and increases Iberian stability. Great. There's on the island. Okay, so it's in Malta. Never mind. So the conference is going nowhere. It takes forever for anything to happen. There. Crazy. Who could have seen that coming? Trudeau. June 14th movement. Catholic Church. Generalissimo Trujillo. Bastion of fascism. Caribbean. There's Trujillo. God of Trujillo. Okay. Remember the Iberian sphere. Entire union will suffer the collapse. Yeah, so we're gonna do a little cheeky thing, and we're gonna hold on to this event for 3 days. Stop reading it. Yeah, there's no compromise there. Oh, that's a good one. Okay. Brazil wins the World Cup. Turn to the thing here. The new course needs to be tread. Unlock decisions which Franco will attempt to deal with the problems facing Iberia. As expected, a lot of political power has been removed. It will greatly worsen Iberia's stability. It decreases our GDP. Okay. Ooh. Yikes. Iberian economy will worsen. Yeah, great. Awesome. So that sucks. And now we have a new focus tree. Picking out the pieces. Well, where are we going to go from here? Chance of departure, focus on us. This kind of reminds me of the old one. The old tree. Good morning is enough. Interesting. Help. Oh, yeah, because we can pick a side here. Needs friends. A peninsular stagnation. Kill and be killed. Bureaucratic slop. Okay. Daily political power is always good. Fortify the colonies. That's, I think, something we're going to need to do. Trade is a necessity. Turning back on our plans will come at a cost. What is this? Downgrading and outright shutting down of our many diplomatic ties in the wake of our understanding some justice, domestic economic sabotage. Internal markets of Iberia require foreign goods and capital to function normally, so the nation is not trying to common abyss. The dealers have, for this reason, decided it would be necessary to carry on trading for vital resources to their most trusted providers. Or this is like autarky. This move will have far-reaching consequences. It's true that we cannot simply trust foreign actors anymore. Trusting the Italians and Turks, who already compromised a significant amount of national security in terms of military intelligence. However, it's equally true that being entirely isolated from the rest of the international sphere can have very direct consequences. The need to maintain trade and ties, finding new ones, is paramount, not for damaging our economy. Equally important is the acquisition of intel and international politicking and alliance building. We absolutely cannot find ourselves alone and unprepared. If the Germans resurge, or other powers decide to intervene in Iberian affairs, the building of some relations to a select number of foreign actors is hence required. We will leave the option to terminate them open in case anything should happen. Okay, very interesting. I saw a comment here about a Franco-British Cold War set in the 19th century. Let the point of divergence guide you to where you end up, not the end result that you want. And if you want to have a different end result, you have to pick a different point of divergence. I have a video detailing my methodology in, it's in a playlist on my channel. You can find it there. It's How to Alt Hist. And there's one video in it right now. I'm thinking about making a second one soon. And it should be able to help you. But I can't really offer all my time to everybody who needs alternate history advice. Although I am flattered that people
come to me for advice, which is really nice. So let's not worry about that now. We'll let the political situation develop, but it's from what I remember, there's going to be a fight between Turkey and Italy. There's going to be a fight between us and Italy here. That'll be very interesting to see. But here's something I really wanted to talk. This is one of the things that they listed as like a feature in their culture. Look at this. Hold on, I'm gonna blow my nose, but we can look. I want to click through some cultures here. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. I don't know why I got muted. I was talking for a while. That sucks. Skill issue. Yeah, check it out. Got the professor. Uh-oh. Oh, hey, there's a nuke showed up there. That was good. Yeah, I was talking. I just had my mic muted. I'm so sorry, you guys. Thanks for tuning in regardless. Wait, went back to Franco? Okay, what's going on here? Yeah, Salazar will become head of state. Let's do that again. Let's minimum wage reform. Yeah, sure. Okay, who needs friends when you have enemies like these? Killing can be killed. Bureaucratic slop. Peninsula stagnation. Yeah. To decrease the backward stance may have unintended consequence. Don't we gotta do stuff though? Isn't this just the way that it is? Oh god, okay, so it's expanded a lot more. Use our high society friends. Follow the opposition's trail. OFN officials at the embassy party. Ooh, yes, yes, very good. Send detachment. Root out spies. Yes, yes, very good. Insert moles. Bribe everybody. Don't know what that did. Okay. Ooh, okay. Oh, okay. Alfonso largest bet. Worth it. It was worth the try. I know we don't have any political power. Lowering their supply, which is pretty good. Okay, okay. This is good stuff, man. Like, it's like everything that I liked about TNO. Political power over time? Yeah, sure, why not? Oh, forts and military bases in our colonies? Yes. Hey, thanks for tuning in, Snaphead. What? That's crazy. Okay. It reduces Franco's opinion. Okay, interesting. What does it mean for this construction interest rate? Okay. Here, heterists. Okay, what was that? Portuguese solidarity. Interesting. Italy wins. What? That's crazy. Which path am I going? I don't even know what paths there are. I'm just enjoying the experience. But right now I'm like, for whatever reason, double, triple, quadrupling down into the colonies, kind of for a meme. What's going on here? Oh no. Oh wow. The TNO only thing is Brittany. Yeah, I don't know. I really like things like Brittany. I wouldn't say it was the soul that in order like Atlantropa was, but it was cute. So I don't even know about this. Trade is a necessity, so I don't far-reaching consequences, but so will this. Like, we need to be able to trade. Like, I just don't understand. Like, what in what world would they think? Yes, let's not trade with anybody else. Like oh, the fact that we had to trade with them at all means I don't know. The way that fascists think is stupid, but that should be. It shouldn't be a surprise. Trade is a necessity. I already read those ones earlier, and it's just like, yeah, there's no point. Like, obviously, it's important. Okay, there's a thing that like doubles your great family. Okay, great. For 15 days, any operational strength gain will be doubled. Prove this. Do this. Do that. Do that. Don't know what that is gonna do though. Like, what was the point of that? Oh, they're coming back. How dare you? The one thing I really like about Hearts of Iron 4 modding is how much the art of game design is displayed in games like TNO. You wouldn't think that this would ever be a concept that would work in a World War II simulator, but it works great. I'm not even reading the events, and that's the best part, right? Like, come on. Oh, Phalangists in Bolivia. Hey. El Fascismo. Yay. For legal reasons, that was a LARP. Okay, so trade is a necessity. Put into the opening. We should read that event. Political power is good. Improving the military's opinion of Salazar is good. Praise the Caudillos. Emphasize the union. Just focus on the union. Come on, like what? Our GDP growth. Maybe we should go down this line first. Cameroon isn't called the Cameroon. Wait, economic activity at entry level. Okay. Stock market. Yay, capitalism. Austrian subculture with Italian and French cultural influence, as well as Franco-Provençal minority. There, yay! How's the economy doing? 13-7. Why is it getting worse? Rebellion impending. TikTok, motherfucker. Okay, so now it's getting worse. So just do that again. It'd be nice if we could avoid our middling sphere in Americas. Like, cracking the Monroe Doctrine is a pretty interesting thing, especially if you're like someone like Iberia. Like, I don't get that, but you know. Okay. What is this? Government finally crashed the revolt in the Rif. Yeah, Moroccans know how to stop a rebellion. Okay, Morocco will be transitioning into a semi-constitutional model. Okay. So Franco, we should see how long this cooperation lasts. Ooh. Democracy in my protectorate? It's more likely than you think. Read more. It was a really old meme. Back before memes even had a name. Supplies somewhere. Okay. The Legion. We need to reduce their supply. It's nice because like this is good. You have to think about what you're doing. Okay. I wish my country had a good path. Yeah. At least play like Crusader Kings, and then build it up from like the very roots. Okay, so I have to say, my reptilian hoy brain is upset that I haven't been able to move divisions on a map yet. Yeah, I'm curious too, and I currently have a decision tree, which is nice, but like, and I'm like, oh, I can't move the divisions on the map. Yeah, like that's a very minimal critique here. But I think I felt that Finland's just a punching bag for the Western. Yeah, I mean, I guess it would be more fun to have like a more varying outcomes with that. Oh wow. Has that really been how long it takes for the Asuda conference? Oh my god. That's so iconic. Algeria should happen soon. Okay, hopefully. There's been like, at least I haven't read the events. There may be events. Yeah, what happened there, the mute, I wanted to prevent people from getting their eardrums blown out by me coughing. Okay. I really should stop spending money. There it is. Okay. There be the Civil War. Okay. Can I send volunteers? What did you mean? Oh, okay. Begin air sorties. Okay. It's wartime psyop. Ooh, 10,000 manpower. Insurgency strength. No, it's not operational. It's insurgency. Give them guns. Operational insurgency strength will reduce. Puerto Plata, yeah. Okay. Wartime psyop, yeah. So this is our content. Okay. Come on. My buddy over there. Progressive conservatives, I know. Like at least it could be better than people's critiques of Call to Creed. At least you have an impact. Or at least it feels like an impact. But like, I wish I could see what's going on. I can't even see it. It's like there's combat happening here. Okay. What are the impacts of me pressing my buttons? I just invest in the expansion of the Rift. Okay. Let's do it. Let's pour all of our money into the colonies. Let's go. They'll surely pay us back somehow. All the wars are trying now. Good stuff, good stuff. It's been military. Interesting. Put FOL, FOW. There. Okay, good. Thank you. I kind of wish that you didn't have to do it that way, though. Wait, are you telling me that there are volunteers being sent? Oh, what is this? Come on. So the Americans can send volunteers, but we can't. That's fair. Plays the code. No, emphasize the union. Like, it just makes sense. Like, you can't just keep. You can't just keep praising the. Come on. Okay. Colonial infrastructure. We are pouring all of our money into the colonies. Insurgency strength will decrease. Where's the insurgency decrease? Like, I want to know, like, how do I determine how much impact insurgency? Oh my god. Okay, Iberian air sorties. Okay. Yeah, well, it looks like they're relatively weaker than before. That's good. So because of our operational strength, we can use those decisions that reduce their organization. Okay, cool. I wish there was some way that you didn't have to use a cheat in order to see the way that your decisions are impacting the world. What's the OFN doing in Haiti? I mean, America screwing over Haiti is like a cultural importance. Like it's like a pastime for them. Like Teddy went in there himself and fucked shit up. Like ooh. Okay. How is our still a lot. Okay. Hospital construction. Yeah, we want all these infrastructure things. This one. Uh-oh. That's not good. Who built that roof? Fix it. Please fix it. That's something that Lore Boy said once. It was really cute. Yay! Hurrah! The bull and the rooster scare the eagle. Chulo sigla manado. Yeah, I don't know how to speak. Our altercation with Washington this matter has drawn Iberia further away from the OFN. It's drawn us closer to the pact. So because we stood up for our brethren, ideological brethren. Oh, cool. Look at this. Vengeance in Jamaica. Jamaica. Okay. So now Jamaica's upset. Interesting. What is this? Foreign claims. United Kingdom. And that's interesting because the United Kingdom is just this. Yeah, so they want their colonies back, but the Americans are supporting their colony. That's cool. I like that. That's a good Cold War. Our God in Heaven, Trujillo and Santo Domingo. Thank you very much for translating that. Let's go. All the money to the colonies. Every single political power into the colonies. Reorganize that. Okay. Alternatives. SBM. Monaco. Verona conference opens. Oh no, they're going the wholesome merino path. Sultanate Morocco. So insurgency is our primary goal. There's also keep pressure on Iberia's allies' convenience. Slash the nobles. There's an entire plot line that I just haven't been able to do. Oh, Portuguese Guinea. All the money to the colonies. All the political power. Do not develop the peninsula. Develop the colonies. Look, it's generating GDP now. It's growing. Look at that. 0.11 billion. Let's go. Portuguese families are starving. Look how well our minds and Guinea are doing. Yeah, let's go. All the money to the colonies. This surely will not backfire at all. How has that civil war not happened yet? Oh, it's good. What the heck? Why is the my like perception of time in TNO is so different now. New times, new friends. What is this? So Salazar, businessman or military? Yeah, whatever. Just spend more money, especially on the colonies. All the money to the colonies. I cried when they removed Poland from Kazakhstan. I know. Oh my god, that was so. It was so cool that they had that. The original idea where like every minority had its own state in the East is really stupid, but Noah Polska is forever in my heart. That seemed like a really depressing event. I could be increasing these, but I could also improve colonial infrastructure. Haitian government. What? Hey, look, it's an anti-OFN member, although they are in the sphere, but maybe that would change. Our money printer. Class of Triumvirate Alliance, many hawks in our government are like blah blah blah, but maybe we shouldn't. And there's so many cool events going on that I'm just ignoring. Coup in Haiti, pulling this forever in our hearts, hell yeah. Casamance? I don't even know what that is. Is that the big building in New Berlin? Yeah, I'm glad I didn't take that, because I'm sure that would be a problem. It would be 10 out of 10 if they didn't remove Casamance. Okay, well, I don't know what that means, but alright. Poverty rate change. Let's go. Verona conference ends, and they get to be not fascismo. The Trinidad Tobago later has an AirPod. Trinidad and Windward. Where's Trinidad? Oh no, the Monacoan. Where's the AirPod? I need to know this. Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago. That's cool. It's probably like a real thing though, like old military tech. Yeah, thank you for that, you guys. I did end up finding it. Your Lord Dad knows how to use the Google. Paraguay military coup, San Marino. Oh. What? That is crazy. That's not the usual Egyptian king. This Italian imperialism no bounds. Who could have foreseen this? That's not Egyptian. That's not good. That's Andorra. I know it's Andorra. I was just checking Andorra. I need to check on my overseas tax havens. I was gonna see what the Peninsular Project decisions were, but then I realized that we need to save our political power for improving the colonies. Let's go. What was it even saying here? Iberia aftermath. What Franco? Yeah, we don't want. We're not worried about this. Ooh, what is this? What? Ooh. What? Salvadorian coup. Oh, crap. Look at this. Protesters and rival military cliques seek to topple the U.S.-aligned government. El Salvador, Castrists backed by Mexico, and his Spanish hardliners backed by Iberia and Japan. Japan? Nani? I'm losing my mind. The coup will succeed if both the military preparedness and civilian anger exceed 90% before the oncoming day of reckoning. You work with Mexico and Japan against the U.S. Okay. What's going on here? Decision damages El Salvador's stability and war support in proportion to Hispanist's dominance. That sounds good. Yeah, that's important. Yeah, we're losing. We don't have enough money. I don't know. They have to be dominant. All right. We've finished our focus tree, so now we have more political power to. Oh, yay! Our economic model delivered an impressive economy, yet the recovery is fragile. Radical change would destroy it. So what they're saying is improve the colonies. Is that what they're saying? Is that not what they're saying? Yeah, let's go. More money for the colonies. I mean, for El Salvador, the independent country. Well, it's a good thing that we opened up our economy, because now our ability to trade with our Hispanic brothers is increased, which is good, because then we can spend more money. More money to the colonies. Kazakh Party Congress. Oh, why did Franco call the assassin, not me? What? The Marxist tale hollow. Why did Franco call the assassin, not me? Okay, so there's an entire plot line that I completely skipped over. Is this because I have Salazar in charge? Give Franco some powers being cut by Salazar. It's Salazar's turn on the Xbox. By negotiating with the aristocracy, we can make a return to Ecuador more likely. Or we will continue to ask the government, which will improve the trade relations. Yeah, he's a friend of Iberian. Let's continue to meddle with things. Content. Press the buttons. Press all the buttons. But the most important button of them all. Improve colonial infrastructure. More to the colonies. Legislate. Yeah, I agree. I was going to. That's like the. I'm pretty sure that's the you don't die to a civil war path. But maybe it would have been fun to play the civil war. Empowered cancel. Yeah. Iberian fundamental laws. Okay. All these events are really good. They give depth to the world. I'm skipping over all of them. 132% dominance. Military preparedness and civilian anger. Where's the civilian anger at? Iberian's Council is created. Great. Now Iberian Council has the. Oh, whoa! Look at the dots in a semicircle. Oh, they have these. So these are fascismos. These are conservatados. Monarchy. What? Lisbon has known no king since the fall of the kingdom. Dread hasn't known since 1932.
During the Spanish Civil War, many monarchists, particularly the Carlists, made accommodations. While some viewed the restoration of the Spanish and Portuguese thrones as a pathway to democracy, such fringe views are an outside system. Within halls of power, the supporters of Javier in Spain, or the nomination of a new king in Portugal, there is satisfaction for both the strength of the peninsula and found. Now they need their kings, the union of an umbrella of them both, to guarantee stability for all. Where are the toxic Iberian Yowie events at? Maybe a submod, I don't know. Maybe I'll make a video about it. Oh my god, yeah, look at that. Oh, shoulda, get good, I guess. So, okay, we have a lot of dominance. They're dominant, but we need to improve anger. Speed at which the government combats the plot will change by extra 3 days. It moves 15 days from the Day of Reckoning. El Salvador, Day of Reckoning. How come Day of Reckoning? The US Land government will successfully purge the plotters. No, we don't want that. Preparedness. Oh no. The government's combating the plot. Adolf Hitler's died? Oh my god. We can't let that happen. Oh no, the castrists are... Whoa! It's a lot of civilian anger. What? Wait, are we good? Do we win? Are we about to win? Hold on. If the Day of Reckoning comes and we meet the conditions, we win, right? Until I'm getting kind of loopy. Oh no, the castrists! No! We want the Spanish to be more powerful. Uh-oh. What is... Oh my god, no way. This is incredible. More to the colony. Okay, what is this? Okay, we're founding laws. The migration management law will be submitted to the Iberian Council. The bill will enter the council with a reformism of 49.79%. When it passes, it gets stability. Let's see how it goes. Okay. Another 5 monarchists will support the bill. The reformism of the bill will increase. Okay, so if we want the reformers to get their stuff. Interesting. What the hell is going on here? What is reformism? A law submitted to the council will enter a certain defined value of reformism, dependent on the overall reformism of the council at large, the power of each council faction, and the balance between the caudillos. Oh. Okay. Amendments will be proposed to it to be accepted or rejected. Which ones are accepted or rejected will change the reformism of the law, as well as the willingness of the council members to vote for it, against it, or abstain. The final reformism of the bill will reflect the reformism of the council itself. Laws above 50% reformism will decrease it. Below and above will increase it. It must be noted that for the Iberian Council to retain legitimacy, a large majority must agree to every bill as it passes accordingly. If only a small majority approves of it, this will inflict penalties. I guess we are. I mean, I don't know. Like, I'm just doing what I would do if I was the leader of these countries. Like, stop with the Make a military base in Salamanca. I should be developing the colonies, though. I spent all that money on them. We still have to wait a little bit until we can send more to the colonies. What happened here? Did we win? Nice. True patriots sent to Iberia. Still, their distance means that further victories will be needed to ensure a difference. Our altercation with Washington has drawn Iberia further away from the OFN. So this is gonna be interesting because I'm like going. I'm being a reformer, but I'm going away from the OFN. Yeah, let's go. No, okay, so there's just a... Okay. Germany in flames. A storm next door. What's that? What? Oh, come on. We're so close. But following amendment would improve Salvador's opinion. The reformism will decrease. This is not Germania. Let's go. Good music. Matter or national security? The crisis requires our attention. Oh, over here. The storm next door. Clouds over Algiers. Okay. So Algeria has a problem, and we have to help it. No, I needed that. This is awesome music. Good work, musicians. That's really good. The reformism will increase. Yeah. And Iberian economy will worsen. This is stable. Oh my god, what the hell? Wow, the Norway went democratic. That's crazy. But yeah, we need Spear for national securities. So what's going on? Algeria needs to be secured at any cost. Doesn't matter. We're guaranteed to return her as a home. Franco began to open his mouth and respond, but Salazar sent first. Don't start about pragmatism. What about this? It's not from their home. Let them die. They'll be kicked out again. Okay, interesting. Peace by good. Great. South Africa War, let's go. Dude. Want to paint it black. Salazar's popularity wanes. Oh my goodness. Be warned. While booting the Italians from Algeria may be more than achievable, the costs of administering the colony ourselves may bring down the Iberian economy. What? What do you mean? But we're spending so much money in the colonies. All the money to the colonies. If we just keep investing in the colonies, they're eventually going to turn a profit, right? Right? Oh, this is such good music. What is this? New York City, they released 13, issuing a blistering condemnation of this Africa Shield. Okay, so they're oh, British Civil War. They didn't remove that yet. But it used to just be the English. Germany's Eastern Territories collapse. Yep. Excellent. Content. Didn't the Ukrainians get content? Yeah, they did. Oh, wow. Banderas still exists? No, but his followers do. Why is the Ukrainian state here and the general government's there? What? Maybe they'll get this state. No, they're not even connected. That's weird. Guess that's how it happens. No wonder you're supporting Salazar. Why? Because I care about the Algerian, the Tornados. More to the colonies. I repeat, more to the colonies. We may offer to support El Salvador's anti-OFN coup plot. Did we already do this? Commander is voicing his. Yeah, rest in power. That guy. That's a flavor event to honor dead developer. Troublemakers trove, but more money to the colonies. Right? Mama Sumata. Mama Sumei. Ooh, 5 volunteer units. Okay. Suddenly I cared a lot about my army. Let's get 4 mountaineers. Montanero del Federale. Surely, training up these troops in a matter of minutes is going to be completely fine. Look at that mountaineer. Excellent. Why is there not enough guns? Against these, there's more guns to go around. Improved support equipment. Okay. I don't know what those are, but I just researched them. Prepared the strike. Just a little bit of training here. Hakuna Matata, what a wonderful phrase. Hakuna Matata, seems no worries for the rest of the days. Let's get American help. Prepare the strike. Macedonian War. Oh, look at that. Government and National Salvation fighting the National Liberation Movement of Serbia. Look, there we go. Our boys. Content. I didn't train my Air Force at all. Good YouTuber. That's not Cass. That's not Cass. This is Cass. Boom boom. Yeah, a matter of national security. Yeah, we have to take care of. We have to send that over there. Because if we get anyone but Spirit, we're screwed. Wait, but can I send more money to the colonies? Well, what is this? Oh my god. What is all this? I just missed all this stuff? I could be improving... Oh, this is Salazar stuff. Okay. Well, man, like, new Azure, yeah. Develop the colonies. Let's go. Let's also develop Salamanca for some reason. West African Union, Yoruba band. So that division there is trying to screw up our division over there. Global conflicts. Okay. Develop the colonies. Foreign policy. Oh my god. What the heck is this? I'm playing a lot of chess lately. See if it's been good for my tactical decision making. Could be Venezuela. Oh, that's such important. Why am I just ignoring that? Oh my god, look at this. I don't know what I'm doing, but it's content. Spirit took out Hadret, good. Spirit gonna win? No, Borman's likely gonna win. We need to improve the colonies. We're not gonna pretend like we're not exploiting the colonies, and that's all we're doing. Yeah, I think they did. They did. I think they did that. We're not gonna worry too much about who ends up winning. Okay. Excellent. Good. Good. You know, like a good old-fashioned colonial war. Uh-oh. Fortify Equatorial Guinea. Yes! Develop the colonies. Yeah, so Salazar wants to intervene so that he can get the Portuguese more colonies back. But then as soon as there's the opportunity to do that, they just deny it because how ridiculous it is. Like, why would they support a return of colonial administration when they just fought to prevent that? Even Franco agrees this is a great plan. It's definitely gonna work. Okay. So now that we weakened them by having a defensive war against a mountain, then we can push down here. Hell yeah. It's just all the buttons. Press all the buttons at once. Yeah, we're not doing well here. Hopefully that is good. Spear got the goring equipment. So it could actually go in favor of Spear. I don't know, I'm a little worried though. I don't want to be investing all that into Spear only for nothing to come out of it, so I don't know if I'm going to support them. Okay, so, damn, that would have been good to have an open tile on. Maybe we can do this though. We can't support from that tile. They are going to be... Those guys are trying to move up here, and we don't want that. See? They're already moving up there. Our little pincer on Bury is not going to work. Yeah, because the Italian troops are actually good. Okay, so that was a decent move by them, but... See, like, I just get into Hoy brain, right? Good. Portugal did seize African colonies, and those colonies were integral. Yes, I agree. Martial law in Muscovy? Yeah, I would assume so. I would assume that they don't have many rights over there. What's this war going on like? Russian warlord shenanigans ensue. Yeah, the front's kind of stagnated over here. Oh, that's not our airbase. Okay, now we have air support though. Yeah, now look at that. Much better. Anti-separatist. Standby claims in Angola and Mozambique. Hell yeah, let's go. Because we need them colonies. I don't think they're gonna win. It's, oh, what is this? Oh yeah, look at this. We can ooh. We can send volunteers to South Africa? No, but if we get down here we can. So we're putting in a replenished troop over there. Should probably narrow down our military over here to focus more on a concentrated assault. It's a lot of people in that one tile. It'd be great to encircle it. French Algeria back? Oh, interesting. Okay. Now this is going back here, but we have this replenished troop over here. Hi. Let's look at this foreign policy that we're not involved in at all. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow. There's like a meme that my friend was really into. The Crash Bandicoot going wow, wow, wow. Is very not funny, to be honest. I do not understand why he liked it so much. Lee Sao Tome. Yeah, as long as they give it back. Wait, Sao Tome, isn't that a colony I've been developing? You better take care of that. You better take care of this. The infrastructure is level 3. Just keep pushing, bit by bit. We'll get there. West African War, it's good. We're now west. Oh wow. We're involved in the West African War. More to the colonies. Are we trying to support the French? Is that how we get the Free French back in Algeria? We're encircling the entire desert. Oh my god. Uh-oh. Yeah, it'd be great if we took the colony and then just gave it to the French. Like, it's your problem now. Uh-oh. What is this? The collapse of dissident conspiracy, the coup, the Venezuelan government will prevail. Uh-oh. So, because we didn't pay attention to that. What if this gambit fails? I'm ready. Interesting. Because I know that there was a movement to get Horthy to potentially become the king. I guess his son was trying to do that. But Imreti was a democratic-leaning Hungarian, I think. Yanks and Sao Tome, yeah. Interesting. Well, just ignored that. Okay. We're encircling the forces. What's going on here? There's a big lag spike there. What's going on here? Is that the West African? Yeah. Cool. We don't have any political power. Ooh, I can't see anything because of the sand. That's cool. That's just basically for this. It's not anything. Not praise for the TNO developers. No. Unless of course they changed it, but I don't think they did. Okay. Oh, nice. South Africa beat the Boers. It's good. Must be our song and dances that really motivated them, huh? Ooh. The government prevails. Good for them, I suppose. Let's take out the capital. There. Hooray! The Algerian military command is successful. Yay. Okay. No congratulations events, or what have you done now? Now we have to handle this entire colony. Nothing? Algerian lead. Okay. There. French territory of Algeria. Metropole of Germany, Algiers conflict. The many believe the Algerian needs to achieve this. First, the Iberian forces. State of chaos. Govern the colonies. Change. New Governor General Pierre Lagarde promising a return to stability and expanded protection to the Noir. Many worry that Lagarde's known radical tendencies bordering on fascism will only. I don't know about that, man. Regardless, many are more concerning upon the Iberian forces. So various servants and functionaries in attendance. There's not only one that's messages already arrived from many parties in the Cadilla's wrote them a satisfaction. The military was elated being given the successful chance to demonstrate their capability. The Petit Noir were grateful. The Italians were terse and further afield. Others were beginning to recognize Iberia's growing influence. There was, of course, other considerations, and the aides listened closely to hear how the Cadillo's respective positions. The new governor could not be more clear in his favor in Iberia, but Salazar's measured voice, heard through the doors, was resolute in that it would take more than just his favor to pay his nation's war debts. France is already disentangling itself, he said, and so Iberia would
need to take on the cost in the short term, a significant burden to bear. For one day, however, the aides overheard Caudillo Franco's convincing of his partner to concentrate in a celebration. The costs were substantial, yes, but they'd won. Iberia had won, and isn't that the point? This improves stability. Our military professionalism will improve. New repeatable positions will be available to influence the opinion of the military and the national duet. That's good. Our GDP growth will increase. We'll gain 2 production units. The conquest of Algeria will be tremendously boost our overall colonial revenue, but equally so, our overall colonial expenditures. Yes, our altercation with Germania in this matter has drawn Iberia further away from the pact. Okay. Yeah, it looks like Spear's losing. Yeah, so there was there probably shouldn't have done this focuses, but that's fine. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, this was really good. So I don't make like any like grand statement when I haven't played the whole thing through, but from a perspective of TNO, modern TNO, is modern TNO good? Yeah, I never really said that it wasn't. I just thought that that Atlantropa, the South African War, the German Civil War, those are such iconic aspects of it, and then it's like taking forever for everywhere else to be developed, but that's not really, it's a misnomer. Like, there's the people who work on the Antarctic content. Those are independent from the people who work on the United Kingdom content. Those are independent from the people who work on the American content, so on and so forth. So then what the question is that, is TNO modernizing well? Yes. The way that they adapted Iberian stuff is good. I can see how they're expanding on the ideas, especially with the council. I'm pretty sure that this whole council thing didn't exist. I'm pretty sure this existed. I'm pretty sure something like this existed before too. I'm looking forward to seeing videos on YouTube about all the different Iberian War factions and all the content for all of them. I think that'll be really cool. I can see how the decisions they're making are impacting the development of the way that the war happens or doesn't happen. So hopefully that translates through to gameplay. The new proxy conflicts that they added in South America, that's pretty good. I wish I did more to help Venezuela here, because if we win all these proxy conflicts, it could be really interesting to have Iberian presence here again. So yeah, this is really great. Appreciate everybody for tuning in and giving your comments, and it was nice to play the content. Best of luck to the TNO developers and continuing this momentum. And while I still have a very close place in my heart for old TNO, I'm looking forward to seeing how new TNO progresses and how other successors like TNO Requiem are going to carry the torch in their own separate way. So thank you again for everyone for watching. I hope you have a good night. It was interesting to hear people's positive response to my deeper voice now, so that's nice, I suppose. But yeah. Of his Venezuela dead, been lurking since the initial tree. Glad you've been enjoying the update. Hey, thanks a lot, man, and good work on everything. I appreciate you guys, and I'm glad that we have a decent relationship despite my critique. But yeah, like, if you make good content, you know. And Venezuela, does Venezuela have content, like, period, or is it just the foreign policy thing? Because I wish I paid more attention to that. I just was kind of getting to my limit here. I wanted to have a win in the Algerian war. I think it was good. I like, on my own time, if I ever get it, I'll do my own Iberian playthrough. I'll read through the events, and I'll go against my natural propensity to go towards liberal federalist stuff. Okay, awesome. Well, thank you. I appreciate it, and keep up the good work. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in Venezuela. Hey, Lucas, I was just wrapping up. I'm getting tired, but yeah, appreciate it. Good work, you guys. Looking forward to seeing more content from you. And this is me signing off. If it's your bedtime, have a good night. If it's your morning, like you're having your coffee, I hope your coffee was yummy. And feeling. For me, I'm going to rest my voice. But yeah, see you guys. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Have a good night.